Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show. I'd like to welcome back the one, the only, Janet Schijns. I don't even know where to start. Janet is the CEO of the JS Group. She was recently named one of the top 10 women in tech by Analytics Insights for being one of the top women influencing and driving change in the technology industry. She was also named the Channel Influencer of the Year in 2019. She leads a strong team at the JS Group that gets results such as an average client improvement of 17% in cost of channels and 47% improvement in channel performance. I could go on and on about Janet, about her EVP and channel chief experiences at Verizon and Office Depot, but I need to save time for the show. Janet, welcome back.
Thanks for having me back. And I think you're good luck because every time you and I talk, I win another award. So this morning, I just found out I'm one of the 10 trailblazers in 2021 in the technology industry, according to Aspire. So that was kind of fun to hear this morning as well. So I think it's you. I think it's you. I think you're the secret to my success. We have to keep having conversations because apparently you're my award winner.
Well, congratulations. That's great.
Thank you.
No surprise. I mean, you're like Taylor Swift at the music awards. You have your arms full of awards. I know.
I don't know. I'm kind of excited to be compared to Tay Tay, as we call her in my family. But I think in the channel, there's a whole lot of award winners, and especially right now because business is just booming.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Well, Jan, I know you're busy. Talk about some of the services that you provide at the JS Group and for whom.
So, it's amazing. And it's been such a year. We've added some heavy hitters like Chris Blackman of Channel Partner, Channel Features fame, and Meredith Karam, who just joined us, former AT&T channel chief, and now with us here at JS Group. And because of that, we've continued to broaden and expand the portfolio. So we are, currently building even more on our channel consulting practice. Now offering at risk, we'll go out and get channel partners for people, get them signed up and help them. Of course, we start with all those masters and partners that we love so much that are in the industry. So if I'm talking to you, there's some great new vendors out there, and we're really helping them put a program together that will appeal to folks. We also have a very strong group under Barb Bomarowski doing channel marketing. We do a lot of marketing in the industry. And then, of course, our darling group, which is all around social media and social selling. And I say darling group because right now they're at 43x return on investment. They've built more than 100 million in funnel through and with the channel, 100% channel-centric social selling and social media, co-led by Michelle Ragusa McBain, who just this week won a CompTIA Spotlight Award, so that's amazing. And Dr. Ashlyn Silva, who I think, Steve, you even know, who leads our social media practice, and they're just killing it. They're just ripping it up out there. So all things channel, all things JS Group, and as I said, the channel's having a great year so far, so it's really a lot of fun.
Well, you're like a light that the moths just flock to. I mean, everybody who's great ends up with you somehow. So I think that's great. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Now, you recently said that 2021 is the year when science finally overcomes the art of the gut. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, for a long time in the channel and to a certain extent in sales and marketing everywhere, we believe we were a bit of artists. We just knew, right? We knew who the good salesperson was. We knew what the good product was. We knew what the good whatever was because our gut told us so. But now, we're really seeing the advantageous ability that's coming from technology. So we're starting to see applications, for example, that can do a better job of telling you if a sale will close or not than your own salesperson. Why? Because they've been scrubbing your CRM, your email, your calendar, etc., and looking for clues on what sales really closed versus what you thought closed is a good example. And then allocating points and behavioral analytics to those and encouraging salespeople to do the things that really close a sale. So as you start to have these kinds of tools, and there's hundreds of those I could use as an example, your gut kind of becomes a little less important and the science becomes more important. Another great example of that is hiring a salesperson. In the channel, hiring a good seller, less than 50% success rate. Whether you're a vendor hiring a cam or a channel partner hiring a salesperson, success rate's about 50%. I take that success rate up to almost 80 or 90% now by showing you exactly how to interview someone, exactly what to ask them to show you when you're on the Zoom screens with regards to their connections, with regards to their calendaring, their communications, etc., to assign a score that will show you that that person is or is not in the top 11% of the sellers. If you get somebody who's in the top 11% of the sellers, let's face facts, your chances of them being successful, pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. It kind of reminds me of an airline pilot. You know, they don't fly the plane by the gut. I mean, they use statistics and data and all that, and it really raises the bar of performance in the channel. That's great.
That's such a great example, Steve. I saw this presentation years ago by this company called Afterburners, and it was a whole bunch of pilots. And they showed how with a checklist of 170 or so items, they could take a plane off in 2.5 minutes. Without it, they still were able to take the plane off, a seasoned pilot, but it took almost 3 hours.
Wow, that's incredible.
The same thing here, right? I just yesterday was on with someone who said, I was really excited, I'm gonna hire the salesperson. And I said, okay, I want 15 minutes on a call with the person. In that 15 minutes, I discovered the person's social selling index score was a 48. They had 600 connections on LinkedIn, 0 up-to-date recommendations, couldn't do a short video introduction for me, nor did they even know how to do it on LinkedIn. So this is not a top seller. This partner almost made a big mistake hiring this person. And they did it based on the person's resume from a world that doesn't even exist anymore. So, you know, that's a great example of where science can really tell you who's going to win. And that science is everywhere now.
Yeah, I love that example of the filter statistics that you use. That's amazing. Well, you know that this show goes out to about 30,000 industry professionals made up of channel pros as well as C-level decision makers. What's the one thing you want to tell them?
2021 is the year to get serious about performance. It's going to be the year of the haves and the have-nots. We're already seeing it in cloud. Cloud sales right now, the lowest percentage of any technology through the channel. Why? Because things like marketplaces are starting to disintermediate the channel, and the channel is still continuing to focus in some instances, this is the have-nots, in the that's always the way we've done it. So this is the year to really look at your performance, really understand what do you need to do to continue to sell, get revenue, continue to grow your brand, continue to grow your brand impression, and do it. Because some people are going to grow double, may I even dare say some triple digits, and some are going to decline at the same rate. So this is the year, kind of brush off that business plan, get the help that you need. Selfishly, hope maybe you give us a call so we can tell you what we can do for you. But it's the time to really look at that business plan and get serious about performance.
Wow, what a bunch of gems. I just want to encourage everybody just to hit replay and watch this 2 or 3 times. Janet, thank you so much for spending some time with myself and the show. I really appreciate it, and thanks for being on today.
As always, a delight to talk to you. Thanks for having me.
And thanks for watching, everybody.